welcome back to a new episode of Sick Games Entertainment. And today's episode I'm gonna hijack a little bit because I got a brand new camera. It's a Blackmagic 4K, so it's now in 4K resolution if you haven't noticed. And I need to try it out. And in order to try it out in a real life scenario, I need to make an episode. So this is what today is gonna be, but this is not what it's about. So I'm gonna choose a topic that I wanted to address for quite a while, and this has been the Pimax VR headset. The particular version of this is the 5K Plus version. And since some of you wanted to know more about it, this video fits kind of perfectly with a talking head style video. Just want to check. I do apologize if the lighting is off or the sound is off or I'm not in focus. First time trying this out now. All right, so the mystery of the Pimax headset is what I'm gonna call this video, is because it was a mystery to me, to myself, on trying this headset out. I've been in the VR game ever since the Oculus Rift Developers Kit 1 came out, so that's like 10 or 12, 13 years ago. So yeah, I've always been a fan of virtual reality. I've had most of the headsets. I tried a bunch of them and I have quite a lot of experience. But the switch to a Pimax was always a bit of a mystery because there is not that much information out there. You can't just go into a store and pick up the Pimax. And it's just, I don't know, whenever you search the internet or look up forums, it's always like those horror stories of people complaining and bad support, and it's laggy and breaking and firmware problems and whatnot and cable problems, and I don't know. I'm here to tell you I've had none of this. I've had zero issues with my switch to Pimax, so much so that this is now the only headset I own, and this is saying a lot because the headset before this was an HTC Vive Pro, which was not a cheap headset. It was like 1,600 euros for that headset. And I just sold it recently because I couldn't go back. So I'm here to tell you that if you're interested in the Pimax, you don't need to be scared to try it. That's all I'm saying. And it's an old headset. You can't buy it off a regular affiliated link. So I gain zero by telling you about this. It's just something that I think every sim racer should at least try. And I'm here to tell you my perspective of it, because once you set up everything the way it's supposed to be, mainly like upgrading the headset, and I'll get to that, it becomes a powerhouse, an absolute powerhouse of a headset, to a point where you don't need a commercial grade headset like the HTC or Oculus. That's all I'm saying. And the switch to the Pimax was not difficult at all. But I was really a little bit, hesitant to switch because I thought, well, driver issues and Steam VR problems and whatever, I'll have to deinstall everything. And the reality is, it's just not true. I didn't have any problems at all. Everything stayed the same, which is just, shocking, because everything remained the same. I didn't have to deinstall Steam VR. It just remains in the system. It needs Steam VR. All you do is install the Pi tool onto the system and plug in the headset. You don't even, there's nothing that you need to do. The lighthouses stay all in the same place, like everything stays exactly where it is. It's compatible, it's fully compatible, even with the Lighthouse 2.0 versions, because with the Vive Pro, you get the Lighthouse 2.0, and even the newer lighthouses work flawlessly, to my surprise. The controllers, they all stay. You don't need to do anything. You just plug in, it's a display port and USB cable, and then one power cord that just goes to your power. That's all there is. There is no mystery. This is what I'm trying to tell, because I don't know. I had a lot of questions before I was switching, and I just imagined this to be a pain. but it turned out that there is no problems at all, no firmware problems. The firmware installed flawlessly, the software doesn't crash. I just don't have those experiences that people keep scaring everyone about. So with that out of the way, let me tell you on how to get your hands on a cheap Pimax 5K Plus, because this is what I did. I got this headset, well, bare stock headset without the modifications. I got it for like 250 euros, something like around that price tag. The guy advertised it, and yes, you'll have to buy it used. Obviously, they don't sell it in the Pimax store anymore, which is a good thing because now you can get it cheaper. This is why this video is for you. The guy advertised this headset for, I believe it was 350, which was back then, like 6 months ago or even 8 months ago, was quite cheap. 350 is a good price, but I got it for 250 mainly because I was asking him, like, does this headset have any cuts in the plastic? Because the Backers edition, the very first of the 5K Plus, had a very cheap plastic which had like some cuts, some fine cuts, like hair, the size of like the thickness of a hair. So it's very difficult to see, but those can be spotted, and almost all of them have that. And I asked him before I met him, like, does this headset have that? And he's like, no, I didn't notice anything. And then I came up there, and in bright daylight, I'm like, yeah, bro, you have like 5 of them all over the place. And one was like right here where the head strap is mounted. So I'm like, dude, to be honest, it's a little too risky for me because there is tension here. If I pull this too hard and this part breaks off, I can just trash the headset. So he agreed to, like, you know, a better price, which was 250. And at 250, I said, okay, fine, I'll check it out and I'll see what I can do. Now, what I can do is repair it. And I searched forums, and for some reason, nobody showed how to do it. And I'm not going to show you either, but I am going to at least provide you with a link to Amazon where you can buy a patch to repair plastic. And the way it works is it's self-adhesive. So there's like pads that you buy, and they're typically white, and you cut them off in pieces, and it's self-adhesive. So you just glue it on the plastic, and then it needs to be activated through sunlight. So you just put it on, you expose it to light basically for a few hours. I think it's like 1 or 2 hours. And then it hardens those pads to a degree where it's like really, really hard. You will not be able to ever remove it again. And it's like really rigid. So this gave me the confidence to repair everything. So I patched it throughout the entire headset. Wherever I saw something, I just, you know, cut off a piece, glued it on, put it in sunlight, and hardened it out, and it was perfect. Now, very important information. You do not want to expose your lenses to the sunlight. This will ruin the lenses. So if you do this kind of repair, make sure to block off the sunlight from the interior of the headset. That's very, very important. But other than that, it's an easy fix. And then you just color the black, like those pads were white, you just cover it black. Or what you can also do is buy the silicone cover, put it on top, and that's all there is. And this fix will almost guarantee you a better deal to get this version, the Backers edition, which has those little faults that can be devastating if they break off. But as long as nothing is completely broken, you can repair it, and you will get the headset for around 250, 300, maybe even 200. So it's a really good time to shop around for you know, secondhand Pimax 5K Plus versions. I'm not going to talk about any other Pimax versions because I really don't have much interest in them, because the 8KX, which is the next higher level, is just not for me. I'm completely satisfied with the 5K Plus, and it maxes out my 3090 RTX graphics card. So personally, I feel I have no business messing around with the 8KX. And plus, the 8KX, up until recently, had only 75 Hz available. now with the newest firmware update and an RTX combination graphics card, you can bump it up to 90 Hertz, I believe. But again, I can do 144 Hertz on this, so I really couldn't care less about the 8KX. If you want to try it and it's your first Pimax headset, I strongly recommend the 5K Plus. Now, what else do you need? Because by itself, this headset is bad in terms of comfort. However, with a few upgrades, you can get it to be as comfortable as any other headset, and I tried many. So you need either this HTC Vive Deluxe Audio head strap or a Pimax head strap. I don't know, there's different versions, but either way works. Like, this is completely fine. Now I can adjust it to the comfort level, and in order to attach it, you need 3D printed adapters. Those you can get off of eBay. A little difficult to find maybe, because you can't buy it off of Amazon, but you can find it on eBay. I'll link you to that. Those are around 10 euros, so it's cheap to get them. And then you can fix this. And then the next thing that you need is this comfort kit. This just modifies the headset and the comfort completely. Like, if you ever tried a Pimax headset and it was bulky as shit and just really bad on comfort and hit your nose and light spills, whatever issues you had, the comfort kit kind of fixes it. And you order this off of the Pimax website. It's about 50 euros, I believe. The only drawback of that is that they take forever to get it to you. So you will order it, you'll pay for it, and then it takes like 6 weeks or something like ridiculous to get it to your house. However, it is worth the wait because it just changes the aerodynamics of the headset, like the weight distribution, the balance, everything is changed with that kit. You see this here? This allows for the head strap to basically rest more on the top of your head than just hanging down. And the headset itself is not heavy. It's not heavy at all. Like, you will be amazed by how light it is because it's cheaply built. Like, the plastic is just, it's cheap, you know, but that makes it light. And once you adjust for the comfort and the weight distribution just changes, it becomes like a powerhouse of a headset. All right. Now, why a Pimax? Well, the only real reason is the field of view. You have, Pimax claims 200 degrees field of view. I don't know if it's 200, but it's close. It's maybe 180, maybe 190, maybe 175. I don't really know. There are some ways to measure it. I'm not gonna do this. All I can tell you is you will see the difference. So much so that you will not go back to any other headset. And that's the issue. This is why I have it as my sole headset, at least for sim racing. There's just it's just uncomparable. You can't do it with anything else. And the speed of sense that you get with that headset is just different. Like, the first time I tried it in iRacing with that field of view, I got scared of driving at full speed. Like, it just felt entirely different. And this is immersion to me. Like, I don't care about anything else. It has to be immersive. All right. What else did I want to talk about? No, I think that's pretty much it. All you need will be headsets. We talked on the previous episode about headphones. I did remove those headphones that were attached here. Those are not good, obviously. But other than that, there is nothing to it. And if you want to try it, I feel now is the best time for you to search for something like that, because there's, you know, constantly new headsets coming out, but none of them can reach that field of view, or very few of them. And those who can are really, really expensive, like the Xtal or whatever the other brands are that are trying to do something similar, is all a lot more expensive. But if you have a way for you to try it for, you know, 300 euros, 400 euros maybe with the upgrade, it's all worth it. And even if you don't like it, you'll be able to resell it. But just in order for you to try it, because most of you already have everything. You already have the lighthouses, you already have the controllers, you already have the setup and your graphics cards and whatnot. So what else do you need? You just need the headset. And I'm here to tell you it's not. If you have any questions, post them down below. If you are new to this channel, make sure to subscribe. You know why? You need to subscribe and hit the bell button, because even my own subscribers don't see my own videos. Like, it's amazing. Well, one of my friends just recently told me on a new video, he saw it like 4 weeks after it was released, because YouTube does not notify. Like, if you don't hit the bell and you don't subscribe, I guarantee you, if you're a new user, you'll never see me again. You'll never search me again. You'll never find me again in your YouTube feed. So yeah, that's it. Thank you very much, and see you on the next one.